Hey everybody, it's Blazy903. If you're new to the channel, please hit like and smash that subscribe button. If you're a returning subscriber, then welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be sharing my 1,200 mile road trip experience on a Corvette Grand Sport 2LT. But unlike previous videos, I am actually recording this intro after I have already driven the 1,200 miles. And the reason for that is because I had quite the experience on the way down. So with that said, let's get right to it. And let me share this experience that honestly was not one of the best experiences, but I'm glad I got to do it. So as you can see, I have 458 miles to go with an arrival time of 8:32, and that is about 7.5 hours away from now. So at this point, there's no traffic. From Longview to Mobile, Alabama, should be a smooth ride. I left early enough that I should be beating the traffic in every congestion point, so I'm hoping that stays true. I would imagine I'm going to be pretty tired of being in this car with an achy body after 7.5 hours, but that's why I broke up the trip into two, from Longview, Texas to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I couldn't do 16 hours. I know honestly I wouldn't want to do 16 hours straight. That's not enjoyable to me. So here we go. I just started the trip, and I'm a few miles into it. I'm on the highway. I'm cruising along. About an hour and 15 minutes into the ride, hit a little bit of traffic because there was some construction on the road, and now it's drizzling. So I'm taking it easy, slightly above 60 miles an hour. So I am now about 2 hours and 15 minutes into the trip. According to the GPS, we'll be arriving at 8:40, which is a little bit later than some of the previous times that I've noted, with 283 miles to go. It is now still raining, and if you look at my fuel economy gauge, I am averaging about 27 miles per gallon in eco mode, going about 70, well, between 75 and 65 miles an hour. Averaging speed 63, so it makes sense. So far, not so bad. I have one of those neck pillows that you would use for a plane, positioned in my lower back, just to give myself some comfort. And amidst the rain, we have a rainbow. Yay! No, I was just kidding. This is just me after 4 hours, I believe, in the car already. It's 4 hours of listening to rock and roll, hip hop, and I believe there was even a few Spanish songs there in between somewhere. Just trying to keep myself entertained, just trying to keep myself awake. This has been a long ride already. So I hope to make it to Mobile, Alabama in the next 3 hours or so. As I'm driving, and showers once again, is a really dominant double rainbow. I believe, yeah, I think you can see it in the camera there. It's double rainbow, pretty cool. Just giving a quick update before it gets too dark and I can't film inside like this. I've pretty much hit rain for, thus far, like 75% of the trip so far. So the car's been doing well, no hydroplaning. I've been taking it slow, doing the straight line thing. I'm not bobbing and weaving because that's gonna increase my chances of hydroplaning or fishtailing. Unfortunately, that's adding on minutes to my time of arrival. I've added on probably 10 minutes since I started to the GPS time, but better safe than sorry. Looking forward to getting there. Let me tell you that I'm really thankful that I took Motrin before starting the ride, because I have a bad back, so it takes a toll. The seats are comfy, but like I said previously, not meant for long distances like this. So if you're gonna take the Corvette on a long distance ride, I strongly recommend taking Advil before you start the trip, keeping Advil in your pocket so that you have it on an as-need basis, as well as a little pillow for your back, although the seats do have lumbar support. For me and for my back issues, I need a little bit more, so I have a little pillow for that. It did take like a good 45 minutes to position it correctly, which was pretty funny because I kept moving it an inch here, an inch there, but I finally got it right, and it's good. It's definitely helped significantly, where I believe if I didn't have the pillow, I would have to have pulled over numerous times already. So far on the trip, I've listened to good music, listened to some good comedy. Thank goodness for XM Radio, another big recommendation in addition to Motrin or Tylenol, Advil, it would be XM Radio. That definitely made the time go by a little bit faster. Saw some rainbows, very dominant rainbows. It was beautiful actually. So that was pretty cool. A big truck there. Whoa. That was a lot of rain kicked up. Almost hydroplaned there. That would have been interesting to hydroplane on video. Well, I hope this is not a bad sign of really expensive things to come. But it looks like I either have a nail or some kind of puncture on my front right tire where the pressure PSI went down to 24. I'm in the middle of pretty much nowhere, and I have about 2 hours to go before I arrive in the hotel, so I'm gonna stop by the nearest gas station and fill it up with air. It's about 32 PSI, and hopefully that'll take me to the hotel and we'll see how it looks in the morning. So the latest update is that it's 4:05 in the morning, and I've filled up the tank and filled up the tire that's compromised. Filled it up to 35, 36 PSI. This morning when I woke up, it was at 14 PSI. So I Googled it a little bit last night, and I got some blogs, some info about run flat tires and how you can patch them if the leak is in a certain location. So I'm hoping I get lucky and I can patch it. If not, I'm hoping I get lucky and the dealership has this size tire, or Tire Rack, Tire Kingdom, somebody has these size tires, because from what I've read, they're not easy to come by. I've been driving now for about 3 hours, and I am well into Florida at this point. I'm about an hour away from Tallahassee, and I've been losing tire pressure on the passenger right side at a rate of about 6 PSI per 3 hours. So if I continue on that path and all things stay the same, and I have enough gas to drive another 3 hours, I should be at about 24 PSI, 23 maybe, depending on the fluctuation. I'm starting to see that if I stay at about the 80 mile per hour range or 75 mile per hour range, I tend to lose less air. So I'm trying to stay at about 75. This has pretty much been my view for the whole trip. Of course, now it's a little bit heavier than before, but I've been driving in the rain for, my goodness, I think a total of probably 9-10 hours between yesterday and this morning and today. So for those of you who have a question driving a Corvette in the rain, I just destroyed that question, because the Corvette's been doing just fine, and I've been going about 65, 70 miles an hour. No hydroplaning, no nothing. But then again, I am just going in a straight line. And with my tire situation, just been trying to make it a conscious effort to stay in that straight line. But I just want to show a quick clip of my drive in this torrential downpour. Typical Florida weather. I'm thinking it will be over in the next few miles. Check the weather forecast, and where I'm going, it's not going to be raining. So I'm near the Orlando area, between like Tampa and Orlando. So in any event, this is my view for the past few hours. Okay, so I would like to take back pretty much everything I said on the last clip, because the rain has not let up, and it's been about 45 minutes now. and I've been hydroplaning like you wouldn't believe. So now I'm trying to keep the car under 50 miles an hour, and it does better there. I'm on the far right lane, one of the slower ones on this highway. But I think as people see my car, that they understand. That's what they probably are wondering, what am I doing on a highway on a day like this with a car like this? But I just thought I would do a follow-up clip to discredit my previous clip. This is getting truly annoying. It is now 1:11. I started at 4:04. So I've been driving for about 9 hours. The majority of the time it's looked like this. This pretty much feels and looks like a miniature hurricane here in Florida. This is so ridiculous, but I haven't pulled over like that white SUV was just pulled over. I just want to go slow and keep plugging away. I want to keep at it. I want to get to the tire place and get the tire situation fixed. So the next clip will probably be me at the tire place, because I want to focus a little bit on driving, and I do need both hands for that, because the hydroplaning and whatnot, I have to like really grab the wheel and, you know, the grip of death there to steer it straight. So the next clip will be at the tire place. I wasn't going to film anymore while driving, but I'm so excited to see sunlight right behind the last of the dark clouds, and hopefully this is the last of the rain. But it looks like where I'm going, there's no rain, and it's sunshine straight ahead. So hopefully that is a turn for the better, because thus far this drive, this experience has not been favorable at all. Hey everybody, here I am at Tires Plus, and they were able to patch up the tire, thank goodness. It cost me a tick under $40, $37.43. So the cost of a new tire would have been like $400. So I'm super grateful, I'm super happy, and I get to enjoy the rest of my trip here in Florida without the stress and the pressure of knowing that my tire can go down at any time, and knowing that I need to buy a new one. So we're good to go. Finally arrived at my daughter's place to pick her up. I'm a little early, so they're not here yet, so I figured I'd take advantage and shoot some of the data from the trip. And I drove 1,165 miles, and then Fort Lauderdale is like 40 miles away from here, so that's rounded to 1,200 miles. And my average fuel economy was 25 miles per gallon. My average speed was 59 miles per hour. And I don't know if you can see this or not, but it's 69 degrees here, 538. That's a far cry from Longview's, you know, low 40s, high 30 temperature. So I'm happy to be in warm temps again. And I'm super excited to see my daughter, who will be here any minute now. I just want to take a moment and thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule and watching one of my videos. So the next one, drive safely.